Today, I'm in Stateroom 1078 Concierge class on board Celebrity Cruise Line's Celebrity Solstice. And I'm taking you on a tour. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is your man, the Boss Man, bringing you another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel tips, guidance, and advice on all things related to motorcycling, motovlogging, cruise, and destination vacations. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. It is appreciated. My channel is slowly but surely growing with your support. For those of you watching who have not yet subscribed, if you like the content, all I ask is that you consider hitting that like and subscribe button and ringing that bell for future notifications. It's absolutely free. There's no commitment, no obligation whatsoever. Doing so will only let you know when I put out future content. So, without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. Today, once again, I have the absolute pleasure of being on board a celebrity cruise ship, specifically the Celebrity Solstice. Today is a sea day, and it's an absolutely amazing, spectacular day. Blue skies, calm seas. It just doesn't get any better than this. So this particular cruise that I'm on this week is an 8-day Pacific coastal cruise, which departed from the port of Vancouver with stops in Victoria, San Francisco, Astoria, Oregon, Santa Barbara, California, and last but not least, Los Angeles. So today's content, I'm doing a full room review of my stateroom, which is stateroom number 1078 Concierge class. It's on the starboard side of the ship. We'll be going over the room and all of the amenities that come in a concierge class room. For those of you thinking of booking a concierge class stateroom on board of the Celebrity Solstice, this will give you a good idea of what you can expect, the conditions of the room, the amenities, and hopefully will leave you in a better position to make that decision. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so as normal, we'll start the tour at the front of the room, and on the front of every stateroom door, or on the back of the door, depending on which side of the door you're on, you will find your assembly station information, primary route, secondary route, emergency alarm reminder, life jacket reminder, what have you. You will also have your deep sleep card, which you can put on the outside of your door at night if you don't want to be disturbed. To the left of the door, my left, you have the master switch controls, which control the lights. This switch controls the secondary lights, and here is your dimmer switch. Moving over, we have an old school manual style thermostat. Below that is the controls for the bathroom light. Of course, we have a full-length mirror right beside the bathroom door. Around the corner, we have our closet and storage space. Going into the bathroom, walking straight forward, starting on the left side, you have a storage cabinet with 4 storage cabinets. It's glass covered. We can open the door, and inside you can see all of my supplies and my things that I have. There's plenty of storage room inside of these cubby holes. Below that, we have another cabinet. You can use this for storage as well if you like. On the second cabinet in this room is the hair dryer and additional toilet paper if you so need it. Hello everybody. So here we have a standard bowl sink, a pedestal sink some people call it. The tap water, we have very good pressure on board this ship, hot and cold. One nice thing I've noticed, the hot water comes on very quickly on this ship. It doesn't take very long for the water to get to the temperature that you want it. You will note that there is some minor dings and wear and tear. As of the time of this recording in September of 2022, this ship has not been revolutionized yet, and this ship's inaugural date was in 2008. So it is overdue, and the ship is starting to show some of the wear and tear. We have additional little storage drawers here. I would say they're probably 8 by 8. And down below you do have a trash can. Your room attendant will empty this trash can every day. Standard toilet that you would find on any cruise ship. And the shower. I've placed a towel up here to demonstrate one of the 2 hooks that you have to hang things. It could be towels, face cloths, what have you. There are no clotheslines in this stateroom at all. The shower head is a standard shower head. However, it is adjustable to one of 2 different spray patterns. So you can have some customization to the shower. You do have a nice grab bar here, as well as a foot bar for shaving your legs. And you do have a storage rack and the hot water and cold water controls. So for those of you who have never been on a Solstice class ship, when you turn this dial forward this way, it turns the water on. This one over here controls hot and cold. So when you dial it up this way, it gets colder, and when you go down, it gets hotter. And again, on this ship, the water does get quite hot, and it doesn't take a long time for it to get hot. The shower is a good size. I'm a big guy, so I'll demonstrate standing in the shower and give you an idea of just how much space there is. So here I am in the shower, and you can see I'm a pretty big guy. I've got lots of elbow room. I can move around. Lots of room in the shower. No issues or concerns about the space and size of the shower. The other thing I like about this cabin and the shower is this. You have, I'll open these up so it doesn't create a whole bunch of echoey sound on the microphone, but again, you can clearly see no shower curtain. That gets a thumbs up, and like I said, there's plenty of room, and I don't know why, I just don't like shower curtains. Alright, so moving on from the shower, the one thing we will note is there's only one power plug in the bathroom, and for some strange reason it's located in the ceiling, and that's what I'm using for a power source for my toothbrush. To the left side of the shower, of course, you have your standard towel racks, so that's pretty standard. You'll note that there is no night light in this bathroom, so when I turn the lights off, you'll see there's no night light. So So for those of you who don't like the ambient light that comes out from under the door or find it disturbing in terms of trying to keep the room dark at night, then you'll like the fact that there is no night light. All right, moving on with the tour. One thing I thought I would just take a little time to show you is you can really maximize the space in your room and keep things organized. You can see my day bag, which currently is loaded to the hilt. Got about 10 pounds of stuff in there, and I'm using a magnetic hook to hang it from the ceiling. Additionally, I'm using another magnetic hook to attach my clothesline, which I keep in my room. And I have a rain jacket, my hats, and I just put a bunch of random clothes on the clothesline to demonstrate the clothesline for you. All this stuff can be found in my travel essentials video. I'll place a link in the card in the top right hand corner of your screen, and you can see in that video there are links to where you can buy all this stuff. However, if you're interested in it, it's no secret, it's Amazon. So as you can see, the clothes hook is, I use this indented wall portion of the room, and I can hang my clothesline in the room so it's out of the way. And if I have damp clothes or wet clothes, you can see that the clothes are not touching the wall. They're hanging, they have free airflow 360 degrees. And I find this to be a very effective utilization of cabin space, and it allows you to avoid packing damp clothes. If any of you have experience with traveling, nothing is worse than when you get home and you're unpacking damp or mildewy clothes. Well, if you hang your clothes and let them air dry before you pack them, then you won't have that issue when you get home. So the next thing we'll cover off is the closet space. So as you can see, I'm a heavy packer. I'm on a back-to-back cruise. In the closet, you can see you have storage space up top, which I'm not really using. I brought an abundance of clothes. I still got lots of empty space. So we'll close this side, and then we'll open up this side of the closet. And again, you can see all my suits and my pants and all the other accessories. Now, we'll get to the first thing in the Concierge class. You get a free umbrella and binoculars as part of Concierge class. So if you need an umbrella in your travels, then you get one in Concierge class, so you don't need to pack one. In the bottom half of the closet on the Solstice, you have what I'm calling a shoe wardrobe, so you have a space to put all of your shoes. And of course, unlike the Eclipse where I did my last room review, the safe is actually in the closet, and you have an additional space here for additional items that you may want to store. The other thing that you will note is there's plenty of space between the bed and the closet. So you can actually go to the closet and get what you want, and you're not getting all boxed in or jammed up next to the bed. As you can see, the bed has sconce type lighting. So at nighttime when the room is dark, the bottom of the sconce, underneath the sconce within arm's reach, there's a light switch. So if the lights are off at night, you can turn the light on, and you don't have to fumble around in the dark. There are no night lights anywhere in the cabin either, not just the bathroom. So you do have a little mini night table with some storage space in there. This particular bed is a king size bed, and it does convert into 2 twin beds if you ask the room steward to separate the beds. Perhaps you're traveling with a friend, and they will do that. That will not be an issue. This particular bed, I find it to be quite hard. They do have like a pillow top foamy thing on top of the mattress. However, and I've spoken to a number of guests over the past 4 nights, and the common feedback I get is that the mattresses are due to be replaced, and a lot of the people I talk to find them to be quite hard. So one other thing that you get as part of being a concierge class guest is the pillow menu. So if you're not happy with the current pillows that come standard when you check into your room and unpack, talk to your room steward. They do have a selection of different types of pillows. Don't be afraid to ask. They'll be more than happy to bring you something that meets your need. So in this case, I'm very happy with the pillows. I like a feather pillow, something a little harder. And that's what happens to be on the bed when I came in. So I'm happy. And but yeah, don't forget you do have a pillow menu selection as part of concierge class. Another amenity that you get as part of concierge class is there is complimentary shoe shine service. I haven't taken advantage of it on this particular cruise, but if your shoes are getting a little scuffed or a little need a little buffing, as it were, then leave them out, ask your room steward, and usually they're fairly quick. They'll come back the same day and they'll have a nice shine on them. So that's another nice little perk with concierge class. All right, so moving on to you have these above your bed storage cabinets in Solstice class ships. Again, plenty of storage, lots of storage. I've got upwards of, I think, 10 or 12 shirts up here, straight out of the bag, straight into the storage. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Moving across to the other side of the bed, again, you have that same sconce type lamp. It does have a switch. You can turn it off and turn it on. And again, we do have additional storage on this side of the bed. As a friendly reminder, when you're opening and closing these, please make sure that you're gentle when you close it, because believe me, I've experienced it on this cruise. They are loud if someone lets them slam. And on this side of the bed, you have additional storage. You can see my CPAP machine, which leads me to the next thing I can advise you is there are no plug-ins next to the bed, full stop. So as you've probably seen me talk about in some of my other videos, once again, here is my power donut, power bar, extension cord, whatever you like to call it. It has an 8-foot extension cord. And as you can see, it has 3 plug-ins plus 3 USB plug-ins. And this gives me the ability to plug in my CPAP at night. And again, it easily reaches the location where the power cords are. Moving on to the, I'm going to call the other half, or the living portion of the cruise stateroom, is the 40-inch TV or so. You do have a worktop or a storage top space, which leads to the next benefit of concierge class. You get daily canapes, and before I started this video, my room steward quite timely dropped off my canapé. So let's see what we have on the canapé tray for today. So it looks like we have some guacamole, some chocolate cake, some tomato with feta cheese, and some flatbread. So these are something every day on concierge class. You will get a canapé and it'll have different things every day. And so as part of this cabinet, you do have 5 drawers here. And as you can clearly see, I packed heavy for this cruise. So on other Solstice class ships, this is where the room safe would be. In this case, it's been turned into additional storage. So you can see I got some of my camera gear in here. So that's an effective use of storage space. And in here, this is the fridge. And you're probably asking yourself, I thought there was a mini bar in the room. So as part of this review, I'll give you a little tip. So what you can do with regard to your mini bar is, even though I have a premium drink package on board this cruise, the mini bar in your stateroom is not included in any drink package. There are packages you can buy above and beyond that do allow you to utilize the mini bar in your stateroom. However, I don't have that. So if you're going to take anything, eat or drink anything out of the minibar, either A, make sure that you do have the proper package so that you don't get additional charges on your account, or B, just make sure that you understand that this is an additional charge and it's going to show up on your account prior to disembarkation when your cruise is over. So getting back to the tip, that was not the tip. The tip is what I like to do is I ask my room steward to take everything out of the fridge. And that way, A, I don't have to worry about it. And now I have an empty fridge that, as you clearly saw, I stuff it full of water, pop. The other day in San Francisco, I purchased a bunch of fudge at a fudgery. And boy, let me tell you, is that ever good. If you're ever at Pier 39, go to the fudgery. Amazing. At any rate, that fudge is stored in the fridge and it's not going to go soft or go bad. So take advantage of, if you're not a drinker or you don't want the stuff in your minibar, your room steward will remove it for you, free of charge, no hassle, easy peasy, and now you have an empty fridge you can use for whatever you want. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. All right, so moving on to what I'm going to call the vanity area. You can also use this as a workspace for a laptop or what have you. It has a mirror, and it also has a switch here. You can turn on the lights for additional lighting. Over here you can also see this is where the vanity light switch is. You have two plug-ins here and a European style plug. Once again, you can see my non-surge protected power cube. This allows me to turn one plug into 3 plugs, plus an additional 3 USB ports, which I use. Quite clearly, you can see I use this to charge my iPad and my GoPro batteries and what have you. Again, one more reminder, the bottled water that you see on this table that comes as part of your stateroom is not included. So if you like paying exorbitant fees, then by all means, drink the water. This desk also has an additional storage space for another desk drawer. Clearly I'm not using it for anything right now. And this leather padded chair, it's quite comfortable, gets the job done. We have a Chase style couch. Now this couch is getting a little dated. As you can see, it definitely has some wear marks on it, especially down here. You can see where the leather or the pleather, I don't know what it is starting to crack. So as you can see, this particular couch does convert into an additional bed. Okay, so I've got that closed, and we'll move on to the movable coffee table. Again, this is starting to show signs of age and wear. It's got lots of little dings and scratches on it. Lastly, or the last couple of things I'll talk about is the carpet. While it is clean, it is looking worn and it is looking a little dated. Again, this is the original, probably the original carpeting that came in 2008 on its inaugural date. The decor is, again, a little bit dated. The artwork in the room, dated. But so again, for a ship that went out to sea in 2018, while the room is very clean, very well maintained, everything works, it's fully functional, the shower, the toilets, the water, the television, the environmental controls, the air conditioning, everything works well. The ship is very well maintained. However, the stateroom, again, is looking a little dated and could certainly use a revolution. However, none of that will stop me from booking. I would not hesitate to book another cruise on this cruise ship. I'm having an absolutely fantastic time. The staff are absolutely amazing. Edward, my room attendant, I'm giving you a triple thumbs up. That guy is working so hard. He's courteous, he's polite, he's attentive, he's responsive, as are most of the other crew here. So the crew get a triple thumbs up from me, and the crew are bus man approved. So in my previous room review, I got a number of comments wanting to know where I was storing my luggage. For those of you who don't know, on cruise ships, I have 2 full-size suitcases plus a carry-on bag stored right under the bed. It just slides right under. There's no issue, no hassle, and it's another little tip that'll help you maintain and keep your stateroom clutter-free. So moving on to last but not least, my favorite place to relax, the balcony or the veranda, however you choose to call it. And this is peace, tranquility, and serenity. I mean, look at that view. And people ask me, you're a solo traveler. Why do you get a veranda? Why do you spend that extra money for concierge class or balconies? Well, kind of seems like a stupid question now, doesn't it? This is worth every penny. Quite often I like to sit out here and drink a beer on these, they may not look comfortable, but believe me, these chairs are nice and comfy. And in concierge class, you get these nice little, I don't know what they are, like little footstools, or you get your table. So you got 2 of these chairs. You got plenty of room. And here are some examples of what I was talking about in terms of the ship starting to show some of its age. You can see some of the rust out starting to happen, especially down here. Moving across on the other side, you can see this down here. And again, this is just maintenance, and this boat's been on the ocean since 2008. So this is to be expected. But it has no impact or bearing on that. My goodness, what an absolutely stunning day. I could never get bored of that. So that's going to conclude this tour and review of the Celebrity Solstice Concierge Class Room 1078. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, do me that favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for future notifications. It helps me more than you know. And with that, I'm calling this one a wrap. I am the Bus Man, and I'll see you on the road. Aye aye, and goodbye. Peace. You take care, everyone.